Distinguished Service Award is the American Hospital Association's highest honor. This year, we pay special tribute to Richard D. Filippi. Rick's insight and passion for patients and healthy communities have been his driving force for improving healthcare access and quality and addressing the nation's healthcare challenges. As a trustee and former board chairman of the Cambridge Health Alliance, Rick has helped lead the Alliance's evolution into one of the leading public healthcare systems in the nation. During those 25 years, he's become a strong advocate for safety net hospitals and vulnerable populations. Rick has been an influential force at the AHA, too. He joined the Board of Trustees in 2006 and served as the 2010 AHA chairman. Rick has been a leader in the AHA's ongoing efforts to eliminate healthcare disparities and promote diversity throughout the healthcare field. Rick's dedication to patients, communities, and the hospital field have earned him AHA's highest honor.
I can't think of a more deserving person for this recognition today than Rick D. Filippi. Rick is a bit of a Renaissance man, a good Italian kid that grew up in New York City. He is a lover of the arts, but really loves people, and people from all walks of life.
You know, it's funny when I think about Rick, have you seen that commercial, The Most Interesting Man in the World? You know, he is a dapper, sophisticated kind of guy, very comfortable in his own skin. And oh, by the way, he's a doctorate at MIT in engineering.
Rick and I first met when we were appointed to serve on the AHA Committee on Governance. You know, Rick is always very well prepared, but he also is a great listener. He took time to hear other people's opinions, what they had to offer, and give everyone a chance to express themselves.
Rick is a critical thinker. He asks probing questions. He understands fundamentally the underlying issues. He could just bring a lot of clarity.
He has this sort of all-in commitment about this work. He started off as the chair of the Equity of Care, then he goes to be board chair of the Institute for Diversity and Health Management, and also for the National Association of Health Service Executives. And the one thing that he's done, he's really helped bridge these organizations.
He always stood for accountability. And whether you were a housekeeper at the Cambridge Hospital or whether you were the CEO as I was, he held us all to a high standard. Rick also wanted us to really engage with the community and not simply do programs in the community, but to talk to them about what they perceived to be the most challenging issues around the burden of illness. We not only had a duty to serve, but it was a privilege to serve. And Rick instilled that in us.
My dad is dedicated and focused. I would really consider him to be much more of a people-type person. He thinks a lot more in terms of what's going to make people happy, what's going to satisfy them. I think his work in the hospital is a great reflection of that. So I think for him, the care of people and the care of community has always been an important thing to him. I'm very happy. The fact that other people have recognized that and chosen to give him an award, I think is fantastic. I cherish and honor him for who he is, and I'm glad others are doing the same.
Rick and I have been married for almost 20 years. We have a farm in western Massachusetts. Every summer, our 9 grandkids come for a week or two, and we treasure those times with the grandkids. Rick has a very strong sense of giving back, of feeling that he has been very lucky and very privileged, and wanting to volunteer full-time in healthcare, and he's thrown his whole heart into it.
I think if you look around at the leadership in the healthcare field, you'll find these common motivations, you'll find these common values, you'll find these common missions, if you will. And that is, I think people in this field are driven to do all they can for others, and I think particularly to do all they can for those who are underserved, who are vulnerable, who have needs. I've never done anything on my own. Any successes that have come from work that I've participated in come from working with others. So for me, the success, I can't find an example in my own mind of something where I might have done it on my own. I have a few patents in my name from my engineering days, but I think this is the way that we should be. This is the way we make things happen, by recognizing the value of being a component, and an important component. I don't mean to trivialize the roles that I've played, but I think it's so important to be a component of a group of people who make things like this happen.